Good evening, good morning, good afternoon from wherever you are. Welcome back once again to the weekly market outlook. Like every other week, we will start with Forex Factory and talk about what's going to happen next week in terms of news, right? So if we look at the calendar right now, on Monday we're having nothing. On not Monday we're having nothing, but on Tuesday we're having the Canadian dollar news, and also Wednesday we're having NZD news, right? Thursday we're having Euro news, and Friday we're having only pound news, right? I think for this week we're only having news for the individual currencies, not really for the dollar. The dollar will be only on Friday and also on Thursday. On Thursday we always have the unemployment claim, so that will be a news to keep an eye on. But for the rest, all of the news will just be individual pair news, right? Maybe for the week after next week will be not even that week. Maybe the first week of June will be the week for the dollar, but for next week it's literally like only for the individual currency pairs. Okay, so if you trade a Canadian dollar, then you should be keeping an eye on these news on Tuesday. And if you trade NZD news to you, these news on in the Asia session, they tend to really move the market, so you should keep an eye on it, right? These cash rates. But other than that, for the dollar news, it's only on Thursday that you should be keeping an eye on the setup that you're taking, okay? On Thursday and also on Friday. Okay, so with this out of the way, let's watch DXY and see what's going to happen in terms of technicals going to next week. So there's a chart of DXY right now. Like we talked about last week, we expected price to drop from these levels to the downside, and like we see, price literally came to the downside, tapped that other block on the daily time frame, and it also came to the 59% level of this whole range, right? From this low right here to this high. Okay, that's the range that we are trading within. And we also have this kind of parallel channel that is literally pushing price to the upside. So what I would like to see is I don't trade trend lines and stuff like that, but I use it as some kind of confluence, right? And with everything aligning together for me, I would like to see price push to the upside next week. What I want to see is I would like to see price either come into this daily order block, right? We open the week and then we push from here to the upside. We come inside of this order block and see what price will be doing. What I personally want to see is I want to see price go up to the 105.650 level, and then from there we can get like next week pull back down, then we continue to push it upside. Something like this is what I'm looking for. So initially for next week I would like to see price push from here to the upside. Okay, on the 4-hour time frame, that's what we're having currently. We broke through the 105 level, which is this right here. We broke through that level. So literally what I'm expecting for this week is a reclaim of the high right here. It's a reclaim of the high, right? I would like to see price go up there and reclaim that level. And if we were able to close above the 105 level, it will give us more chances that next week will be a bullish week for the dollar. Okay, something like this. So in terms of bias, I'm bullish right now for the DXY, and with this in mind, we will talk about the other individual pairs that follows the DXY. Okay, so for AUDUSD, there's the setup, the chart that I'm having right now. We took out this high that we talked about last week. Price literally reversed from the place that we said it was going to reverse from, right? Literally from here to the upside. So if you were able to buy from these levels with your stop below here, then you should have made some kind of percentage or some kind of gains on your capital. But price literally went to that other block that we talked about. So coming into this week, after we have seen these liquidities being taken out. So what I want to see is I want to see price come low and come inside of this other block on the daily time frame. Okay, that's what I want to see. On the 4-hour time frame, price is still kind of bullish. If you want some some confirmation entries, then you have to wait for price to take out this low, and then from there you can expect some pullback and then you drop it to the downside. Okay, overall I'm kind of bearish right now. I'm not really 100% bearish or like 80% bearish. I would say like 60% bearish on this pair right now. I would be more bearish if price was to take out this low. Okay, I would tend to like extremely bearish if price was to take out this low. Okay, so just keep an eye on these levels right now. This level right here, if price was to take it out, then you know what will be happening next. Okay, and overall I'm expecting price to come deeper, deep low. So any trade setup that you can take around these levels, you can really hold the trade to the downside, but it's risky right now just because of how this how the Wednesday candle closed. It's very risky. So in terms of buyers, I'm bearish, but for safer kind of entry, you have to wait for this low to be taken out, and then from there jump into the trade and sell it to the downside. Okay. For EU, this is what I'm currently having right now. So on the daily time frame, similar to DXY, right? If we invert the chart, we see that it's literally DXY. Okay. So for EU, price literally came into the 70% of this whole range. Right? I saw people, marking this one as their change of character or like their swing high. Or for me, it wasn't. For me, this one was my swing high. So as soon as price took out this high, we knew that price was going to go to the upside. Okay, we were able to predict the move from here to the upside and also from here to the upside. Right now, the price has literally done all of these, and it has also taken out this old high that people were selling from. Right, that's taking it out. And with this in mind, I would like to see price go into next week, sell off from here to the downside, to at least come for this daily QI right here. That's where I would like to see price come inside of, right? And then from there we can see what will be happening next week. But in terms of bias, I'm bearish on this one, but I'm not really that bearish just because of how that CPI candle closed. If CPI's candle was able to close around this level, then it would have been perfect to be extremely going bearish on this pair. But just because of that candle, I can't really be that bearish on it. Okay, we may see something similar like this. What's happening right here? You see it. Price again went bullish. We took out the high, and then after that we consolidated, and then we continue to drop off to the downside. And that's also, something similar that I want to see happen right here. Okay, so I would like to see some kind of manipulation around these regions. But in terms of bias, I'm just bearish to the downside. Okay, and also similar to AUDUSD, these sells can really push price. Can really push to the downside. So any sell that you can get around here, just be careful. Just play safe and also try to target the long-term buyers, okay, or targets. So again, we're having this trend liquidity right here. Price took out this high, like we talked about last week. Right now, what I would like to see is either price push from here, and then after that, any sales that you can get from here is good to push price back to the downside. Okay, this is what I'm expecting for the EURUSD. For pound USD, similar to EU, we have an SMT right here. So people were selling right here, but I personally wasn't really confident of selling right here. I told the members that I will not be selling from here just because these highs are too clean, they are too equal. I like to see price go up and take it out. And like we see right here, this old high has been taken out, right? Right now, what I would like to see is I will not be selling this pair right now. I'll be and I'll also not be buying it because it doesn't match the bias that I'm having for DXY. If I'm bullish DXY, then it means I should be selling this one. But because right now you're having a bullish market structure, I will not be buying or selling it. What I would like to see is I would like to see price come low, take out this low from there, and then from there I'll look to get some sales after price gives something like this. Okay, this is what I'm looking for. Okay, in terms of bias, I'm bearish on this one, but like I said, I'm not fully bearish. I would just like to see this low taken out first. NZDUSD, I'm also, in terms of bias, I'm bearish, but not fully bearish. I would like to see price take out this low, and then from there we can start talking. Okay, but in terms of structure, price really pushed to the 70% of this whole range from this high to this low. It took out this high, and also these two highs that we talked about last week. If you were able to take some buys from here, then you should have made some decent profit. Okay, you should have made decent profit. On the 4-hour time frame, this is what price literally did. We tried to buy from here, but with the news, on Tuesday, price swept us out and then came to this extreme orders, took out this low, and also after that, it pushed straight to the upside. Okay, so in terms of buy, it was a very good trade, but it was just manipulation to the upside. If you look on the line chart, we are seeing no wick, but like we always say, wicks literally do the damage. Okay, so yeah, in terms of bias right now, similar to EU and GU and AU, I like to wait for price to come back low, take out these lows, and then from there we can get some safer entries to the downside. Okay, this one will be perfect. Yeah, right now I don't really like to sell all of them. I would like to see the first leg being made, and then from there I'll look to jump in from these levels and sell to the downside. And like I said, Thursdays and Wednesdays are the best days to be trading. Mondays and Tuesdays aren't really the best day, just because yeah, it's just the beginning of the week. if there's not like any big important news on Mondays or Tuesday for the dollar, then all of these pairs won't be doing anything. Okay, the best move always comes on Thursdays and Wednesdays. So Thursday you haven't I mean unemployment claims. If price was to be around this level during that day, then I'll be looking to sell from here to the downside. Okay, there's my bias, and yeah, that's what I'll be looking to do going to this week. So again, DXY, I would like to see price come up this week and reclaim the 105 level. If price was to do that, then going to next week, it would be very easy and simple week to be trading. Okay, but if price was to continue low and come to these levels, then we will just be trading with the trend, with the internal structure. Okay, because like we see right now, the internal structure on the 4-hour is literally this high and this low. So any place around the 50, any place around the 61.8% level, we could be looking for sales to the downside. But like I said, if we were to close the week around this level, the 105.100 level, if we were to close the week around there, then it would be difficult to try and sell from here to the downside. Okay, we may get like, let's say, some kind of sales, but it will fail to go to the downside, and then from here we can continue to push right to the upside. Okay, so this is what I'll be looking for. I'll be looking for the week to close around this level, and then next week will be very easy and simple way to trade. Okay, yeah, thanks again for watching, and hope you guys found some kind of entry or some kind of bias going to next week. And if you're not in the Discord community yet, join the Discord community, because I also give some kind of trade ideas that you guys could potentially be taking on your account. And yeah, I hope yeah, you all have had a very fantastic week, and going to next week, just trade with care. And yeah, I'll see you guys next week. Bye.